So this is like a huge W, but also an L at the same time. The Bucs are going to sit most of their starters in the preseason opener versus the Bengals. Now, again, let me explain both sides. First off, it's a huge L because we want to see our starters versus their starters. The point of this game or preseason and to play our starters is that they get game reps versus other NFL starting players. This lets us be able to see what we need to work on, what we need to fix, and what we need to improve on. And we take that information and then we go into our joint practice week 2, and then we can kind of see what we want to work on in those select processes. And then we go into our week 2 game and then we kind of see what we want to work on, right? This is how you avoid starting off the season slow, is you play your starters in preseason. Playing backups isn't really going to give us as much when it comes to experience or when it comes to kind of knocking off that rust. It will give us some, but not as much because these are going to be backups that probably aren't good at all, or not good, but they're NFL players, but they're just not the caliber that we're going to be playing with in week 2. Week 1, this is probably very similar. Their backups are probably similar to the Patriots starters, but that's beside the point. So that's the first angle, right? Big L, I want to play the best of the best. I want to see our guys versus their number ones, and I don't want to see our number ones versus their number 3s. That doesn't really seem that awesome. But number 2, and here's the better angle, we could actually put up 70 on them. Now, on the real note, we're going to play some pretty good football in this game. We're going to be able to actually move the ball pretty efficiently, and we're going to look really good. Especially our starters versus their backups. Yeah, our first drive, if we don't move the ball, here's what I'll say, and this actually counters that point. If we don't look good in our first drive, this is going to be concerning. If we struggle to move the ball and we can't move the ball and we have problems, it's going to be more concerning than ever before. Because you're not going against number 1s. You're going against number 2s and number 3s. So that's kind of, I guess, more L's or problems. But if everything works out correctly, we go out there, we have a great game, we absolutely knock the pants off of the Buccaneers, and we look awesome. And we get to see our guys in full force and look at what a Super Bowl team looks like. But again, like I said, it'll be interesting to see how well we do. Because if we look bad, that's going to be bad. I mean, if our starters look bad, if our backups look bad, it is what it is. I don't really care too much. Especially because, again, it's number 2s versus number 2s. Number 3s versus number 3s. Now, if they're starting Kyle Trask and they're starting the backups, right? They're number 2s to start the game. That means by the time we put in our number 2s, which will probably be halfway through the first quarter, would be my guess. And then, obviously, number 3s coming after halftime. That means our number 2s are going to probably be playing a little bit against their number 3s. And then continue to eventually play against their number 3s. So, again, we're going to see a lot of interesting play out of this game. And I'm kind of excited about this now. But again, it's that scenario where, Zach, don't call a crappy game, okay? And I know you're like, oh, this preseason, man, it doesn't matter. It matters. We got to shake off this rust, okay? We've done this countless times now, year after year after year. We start off the season slow. We can't do that this year. We got to start off, absolutely going out there 100%. Guns a-blazing, as they would say, okay? We got to play the Chiefs week 2. The Ravens week 5. Those are very, very tough games. So, overall-wise, I kind of wish they started their starters. I'm not going to lie to you. Because it's just, I don't know. I know week 1, they say week 1 is always a wash. But you only get 3 weeks, okay? And I want to see as much and get as much as we can take away from these games. and really see where our problems and our issues are and fix them before the season starts. So it will be interesting to see how this goes. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.